I'll try to record. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So can you see my screen right now?
I can, yes, thank you.
Okay, all right, perfect. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, before we start, I would like to ask you some question. Okay, I guess you already see all the notes. I already sent it to you, right? Everything you already
Yes, that's
watched.
correct.
Perfect. So now we keep it simple and we try to move straight forward, like to the main point. What is your main concern in engulfing? After you already know about the four types of engulfing, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of these four types.
Is
Thank you.
everything clear about the four types of engulfing?
Yes, of course. The first two are the sideways movements.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is where the engulf has failed, and then you look to do the opposite move. Now, when you do the
Mm-hmm.
opposite move, you can also
Mm-hmm.
take advantage of the element that you explained called the DOM, the open
Mm-hmm.
closed candle. Um,
Mm-hmm. Hidden
Underneath the
engulfing
open
inside
close
there.
candle, we normally have a strong impulsive bar, which is what some people call the imbalance, but it's part of the DOMs. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
the price can
Mm-hmm.
overreach into this impulsive bar, and this is where you could possibly take a move as well. Um,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so I'm aware of these four elements, thank you. And the sideways movement is very important. Um, this is where strong moves can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can also find like an engulfing pattern forming inside a engulfing pattern. That can be a strong indication of a sideways movement when the price returns again in the future. Sometimes you have an EG where the price immediately touches it, and it's an indication it will come back later again as part of sideways, and it makes
Mm-hmm.
a either frown or a smiley face when it returns.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then you can look for the entry in this area, and it's a very strong one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Double confirmation
So
will be more valid entry, more strong entry.
more strong entry, yes.
Yeah. If
Um,
you got engulfing and EF like that.
Engulfing in here, yeah. And I was going to say the main thing that I would like to kindly discuss is
Mm-hmm.
the storyline. I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to clarify some elements with you
All
about
right,
this
sure.
storyline.
Sure, no problem. So basically, I would like to ask you, what is the currency or what is the pair that you love or you trade the most? Is
I
it
only
gold or
trade
EF?
gold,
Only trade
so
gold. Sure, perfect.
yeah.
So no problem. We were gonna talk about gold. Okay, you are maybe you have a bit wondering about the storyline, the direction, right? So
Yeah.
basically, if you want to look for gold, same. It's actually the same concept. Doesn't matter
Mm.
gold, cryptocurrency, or any other pairs. We have to look for the high time frame. But you have to know one thing. Basically, what people always did is actually they don't know what's going on high time frame. They straight away jump to the lower time frame. We cannot do like that. If the lower time frame, basically for the lower time frame, I will say it's actually on daily, H4 and H1, and
Mm.
15, and below is actually the lower time frame. So for the storyline the direction, you have to look on the higher time frame. Where is it?
Mm.
It will start on monthly and weekly. So a lot of people will be mistakenly say that why I need to look on monthly and weekly, it's too big time frame. I want to straight away go to the H4. Yeah, you can do that one, but you have to remember all the lower time frame setup will definitely follow higher time frame orders. If high time
Mm.
frame say buy, it definitely going buy. Definitely also have a sell setup with the low time frame, but it's only a retracement, not the continuations. Like that. Okay. So first thing first, you open your chart, open on monthly, already gold already making high. Previously also, already making a high, but after now, you see price started to give a rejection, started to come back again and started making a pullback. Okay.
Yeah.
For the gold case, you have to remember one thing. In trading, whenever there's a breakup, this one will consider as a breakup, pullback, breakup,
Mm.
pullback. Whenever there's a big movement, there's must have a pullback. Like you're breathing, sometimes going up, going up, going up. Sometimes you need to have a space for you to breathe in, just to pull back again. For example, like this one, keep on pushing up the price, keep on pushing up the price. At the end of the day, price need to come back just to breathe in, and maybe will directly continue going up. Okay, so you know already that okay, gold is already uptrend. As for now, for this month, you can probably see that started to making a rejection from the last month, and this month also started to making a bullish candlestick. But however, how to confirm? We have to look one time from lower because on monthly it's not even clear. Just one candle, 1 month, so it's not clear. But you know already, last month price making a huge down, really
Mm.
fall down right there. So now what you need to do now on the current market price, this is our CMP. Try to look for our CMP. What is the nearest engulfing sitting to our current market price. As for now, you saw nothing on a monthly. So what you need to do, go to the weekly. Okay, so on weekly, where is your current market price? Here. This is your current market price. Your job is simple. Don't get confused. Why? You just need your zone. This is your boxes and your zone. Try to
Yeah.
mark in your nearest engulfing zone. In this kind of situation, this is your CMP. Your nearest engulfing that you can probably see is actually, one is here, engulfing buy, and another one, you have to make sure that you're marking the zone that really near with your current market price. You need to have a engulfing, you need to have a buy zone, and you need to have a sell zone if possible. For example, buy zone, and the targeted most engulfing sell that I can see is actually one here on weekly. Okay, so maybe you can ask me, Mel, why don't you marking around the dominant area, some sort of like that? Yeah, you can do that one, but it's actually on the lower time frame daily must have engulfing here. Maybe engulfing fail or maybe engulf, some sort of like that. Okay, so in a weekly situation, it can be like this. Okay, let me screenshot first. Sorry if still my voice is still like breaking up, some sort of like that.
No, all good. Are
Okay,
you
I'm
feeling any
struggling.
better?
Better, a bit better, a lot more better.
Good,
Thank you so much
Alhamdulillah.
for your thank you.
No, all
So,
good. Thank you.
all right. So right now, for example, this is now on engulfing buy zone. This is on engulfing sell zone. So our target zone, most probably price gonna continue going up until here. That's our scenario, case of scenario. Maybe price can go up until here, or maybe price can do like this one. Price maybe can go up until here, and after that started to stuck on this dominant area and started to melt down back again inside this buy zone. Remember, our
Yeah.
concept doesn't matter how many times price come again to our zone, as long as it not break by body candlestick, this zone still valid for buying.
Yeah.
Okay, this zone still valid for buying. So that's the first scenario. But what if price able to continue hike up to this zone? So you're gonna say what? If price able to come until this sell zone, you have to be careful. If later price started to ranging or started to sideways inside your sell zone, you know it. You remember or not? I do mention about the sideways. What is
Yeah.
so special about the sideways? Okay, sideways discussion. Inside the sideways, there's a discussion. Inside the sideways, also we call as arranging. Whenever you saw a sideways, later on after that, you're gonna have a big movement. You know, later I'm gonna show you on the lower time frame. You can probably see whenever there's a sideways, later on after that must have a big movement. It's either breakout here, or maybe price gonna break out here. We have no idea. So that's why we have to monitor. So in this case of situation, our targeted zone is too far away from current market price. So what we need to do now, precise more. Precise. Okay, hold on. Okay. After that, you have to go to where? You have to go to the daily. Okay, once you go to the daily, you can change your color zone. Maybe you say that, on weekly, I'm going to put a green color. But on a daily, maybe I'm going to put, blue, purple, or some sort of like that. It's as long as you don't get confused, okay? So right now,
Yeah.
you open on the daily, you can see that this is your current market price. So what you need to do now, try to identify your nearest engulfing that's sitting near with your current market price. In this case of situation, you can already see that price making an engulfing fail buy. So
Yeah.
that's why price started to going up. Engulfing sell, break up, creating dominant buy, pull back, only shadow pull back, boom, rejection, go up until here. So as you can see here, why price only move up until here and give some rejection and continue going down a bit? Why? Is if you probably can see here, always look to the nearest left. You look to the nearest left, there's one dominant cell, there's one hidden engulfing cell on the lower time frame, and if you look to the nearest left again, you see another engulfing buy that has been break up with body candlestick and created
Yeah.
engulfing fail cell. So I'm going to change the color for you to see more better that this will be the roadblock. Okay. So now, on a weekly, we targeted for the price to come from this weekly buy zone to this weekly sell zone. But however, when there's we're driving in a certain way, there's some roadblock. You have to make sure it can able to go through. So this kind of situation, price making engulfing fail, continue going up and started to stuck on this engulfing fail. Sell. So now, what should I do? What should we do? Should we sell or should we buy? Like I do a previous class 2 days ago. I tell them, I tell him about the daily setup. They always confused at this mail. If I have two same zone, Maybe I have sell zone and I have a buy zone. Which one should I take first? I always have a lot of questions like that. They always tend to confuse. My answer is try to take your zone or try to take your setup when is there's a confirmation on your current market price, straight away buy. It doesn't mean that, oh, high time frame say buy, I have to follow 100% buy. No. If lower time frame give you sell, no, you can go for sell. If there's a confirmation there, go ahead. But you have to remember, oh, maybe my sell setup on the retracement, not a continuation. So I have to be careful. I cannot hold my setup for long, some stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's the point why we ask you to look on high time frame. Means like if you look on high time frame, you're not going to confuse with the bigger picture of it, where it's exactly price going to go. Okay, so now price started to start on this engulfing fail. Not just one. If you try to see carefully, there's another engulfing fail. If you pull at this one, there's two zone. That's two zone that has been touched by this current price. So now we can make a target. Okay, fine. I'm going to find out for buy, but unfortunately, it started to start on this engulfing fail. So I cannot execute any entry yet on a daily because I don't have clear picture, clear answer. What should I do next? Precise more. Until where? H4. Remember, our setup always started from daily or H4. If you start from H4, precise H1, N3 on M15. If you feel want to go until M5, yeah, go ahead, no problem. If you're using a daily, precise until H4, N3 on H1. And if you need to precise until M15, you can do that one. Why? Because previously we focused to precise only 3 time frame, but unfortunately for the gold condition right now, it's really, really volatile, right? Even M5, M15 zone can give you 200 pips, 300 pips like that. So that's why we can continue to precise more than 3 time frames. Okay, now I already go to the daily. It's not even clear. No problem. I just marking and I straight away go to the H4. I'm going to see what is going on. Okay, now if you feel like, oh, Mel, I'm getting confused with all of the zone, it's okay. You just delete the weekly zone. No problem. If you're getting confused, right? If you're not, then you can let it be.
It's fine
Okay.
so far, thank you.
Fine so far. Okay, perfect. Okay, right now, you can probably see here, this is our current market price on H4. Okay, try to zoom in. Okay, same concept, same thing. Try to marking all possible engulfing zone that's sitting together or sitting near to your current price. Okay, maybe I try to change the color a bit. I'm going to put blue. Sounds good. Okay, so now, this is your current market price. Always look to the nearest left, but before I look to the nearest left, you can probably see here there's another engulfing cell that has been break up and creating engulfing field buy. But you can see price look like it's unable to go through, some sort of trying to disturb this price. Look to the left. If you look to the left, if you pull a zone, maybe you pull to the nearest left, you can probably see there's one engulfing cell here and there's another engulfing cell here. Why I'm marking the lower one, not the upper one? Always find your nearest price. You can put 2 zone, 3 zone, no problem. As long as you don't get confused, yeah, go ahead. So now, in this situation, you have on H4 setup, you have 2 zones. So, Mel, which zone should I focus? Remember or not, on the high time frame, we are targeting for the price to go for bullish, right? For ups, for bullish.
Yes.
From this zone, from this weekly zone to this sell zone, right? But however, all the way up, there's a root block around this area. So you think back again, okay, I'm gonna buy, but there's a roadblock on the high time frame. Same goes to this one. Maybe my buy setup on this engulfing fail buy started to start around this engulfing fail sell. This is a roadblock. So what you want to do now? Mel, should I buy or should I sell? Okay, try to look around. Okay, this is EF, sell, and this is EF buy. So now, if you want to focus on selling, you cannot do right now. Why? Because it's already left out the zone. It's supposed to be inside this zone. So now price already come back or return back to our buying zone. If you want to look for buy, sure, no problem. Okay, so how I want to look for buy? What is the SOP of buy? Okay, simple. Okay, let me show you. Simple thing. If you want to look for buy, remember back again our SOP for buying. Engulfing sell, price breakout, creating dominant buy, wait for the pullback. Put one straight line just to indicate that we want to go to low time frame to precise this area, not until this left eyes. Focus on your right eyes. Okay, zoom in. Okay, but remember, the blue zone up here is actually our sell zone. Remember, it's a bit near, but be careful. So if you go to the H1, same thing. If you want to look for buy, try to find engulfing buy. So in this
Yeah.
case of situations, you have one engulfing buy, right? There's one engulfing buy, but it's not enough for us to just straight away buy. Why?
No.
You see, if you want to straight away buy on H1, the zone is too big, the zone is too
Yes.
big. If you can see
Yes.
from this area until this area, you see how many pips? No, crazy. 254 pips. 250 pips just for a zone. No. No one's
Okay.
gonna last long for that. Okay. So what we need to do now, precise more. Go to where? M15. M15, M5, just to look for an answer. If you go to the M15, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, there's one engulfing by around this area. You see? There's one. Okay.
Yes.
So basically, if previously, okay, let me screenshot first. Okay, previously, maybe whenever price started to create engulfing buy, price making a breakout and wait for the price to pull back properly inside our zone. Okay, for the terms of pull back, okay, I don't know you realize or not, but most of the time, whenever price pull back, they love to pull back at least 50% from our zone. Usually, it will
Yes.
do like that. So, whenever price pull back 50% to our zone, that's the best point of us to find an entry. So, in this case of situation, you see, engulfing buy, break up, pullback. Okay, you see, small pullback like this one. I will call this one as a pullback, but how to say that this pullback is a bit high risk compared to this one? It's because whenever price started to pull back on the surface, most likely price love to come back again and pull back like more than 50% from our zone.
Mm.
Only that price can go more further. Usually are like that. In this case of situations, your point of your entry, you can find a point here entry. Okay, this is going to be your entry, this is going to be your entry, and this is also going to be your entry. But you're going to feel a bit scared, because of this. A lot of
Of
people will scared.
course. Yeah.
Yes. I want one thing you should know. I know you trade gold, and I think you really, really quite familiar about the gold, about the
Very
wick.
familiar. It's
Very.
always manipulates the EG zone. And
Yes.
they just
Yes,
did it
exactly.
like just before our
Mm-hmm.
Zoom, it did it in one of the H1 zones. And then it
Mm-hmm.
just, because I took the move on demo and then
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the move was doing fine. And then it came back just to take out my entry and
The
it just
shadow,
went
right, is
back up
killing.
again.
Yeah, I really hate the shadow, it's really killing me. Sometimes, okay, we are Malaysians. I'll tell you the true story. We are Malaysian. We love to our trader Malaysian love to
Yeah.
deposit not like really big huge amount because the currency is
No.
quite different. They most likely they will deposit like $50, $100, $150. You cannot
Yeah.
last long with that amount of money right now in
No.
trading gold. Cannot.
Yeah, at the
So,
moment, the gold price is very strange because the same
mhm.
size zone before in the past would be like 50 pips. Now it's like
Yeah,
25 pips.
yeah,
And
more than that. That's
yeah,
why. That's
exactly.
why.
It's very scary at the moment why gold
Very
is very
scary.
heavy at the moment in price.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why
Mhm.
if like a new student come to me, they say, Mel, I want to trade gold. But I say one thing, you have to understand what is engulfing first. Then once you're familiar enough, you want to trade on gold, you go ahead. But you have to know, trading gold is exactly like you are driving a sport car. It's super fast for you to
Very fast.
drive it, right? Super fast,
Mhm.
super dangerous because you are newbie. You just start, you don't know. You need to find a small or maybe a bit slower car, not so fast, maybe quite you can control it more better. You can try another pairs, even though it's not same like gold, but yeah, most likely it's work the same. The structure, the pattern, the storyline, the direction.
Yeah,
The difference is the gold is really, really volatile and evil. Okay,
it
this
is.
one. Yeah. So usually we're gonna entry here. If you feel that no, Mel, I'm gonna precise more, I'm gonna go until M5, I want to precise. Yeah, go ahead. You can go until M5. Find the same thing inside this zone. Engulf to engulf or EF. If there's confirmation there, just straight away entry. So
Mm.
let's say you entry based on this engulfing zone. This one. You entry based on this engulfing zone. Maybe sooner or later price come back again. Boom. Inside this zone, you started to entry again. Yes, you can entry. So what you need to do, if you already started to entry on M15 zoned, you have to make sure that price not break up my zone like this. Sorry. If price started to break up your zone like this, if your margin is not enough, please cut loss. Most
Yeah.
probably price can able to break up all your zone. If let's
Mm.
say price breakout is like this, so what happened? Your margin is not enough, better you cut loss. After you cut loss, so that's why on gold we try to use cut loss. Not just gold, in other currency also we're gonna use cut loss. We're not going to put a stop loss. Why? If you put a stop loss, you see, take the stop loss, boom, go up
Yeah.
like that. Usually like that. So that's why we're gonna put a cut loss. But I understand some of the funded account need to put a stop loss, right? At least put, give us some space to breathe in. Maybe 40 pips or 45 pips from the entry point at least, not for the price to take your stop loss after that goes straight going up. Just give some
Yeah.
space to breathe in. Okay, so let's say price breakout your zone. After price breakout your zone, and after that price started to going down, and after that you can see that price started to making a new engulfing buy. If price started to make a new engulfing buy, don't worry, this is another opportunity for you to entry. As long as the price making engulfing buy inside our zone, it's still valid for buy. It's still valid,
Okay.
Yeah, because
Mm.
sometimes price will do like this. Okay, one thing I want you to understand, I mentioned before. Okay, imagine this is our zone. Okay, this is H4 zone. H4 zone. This is your
Yeah.
left eye engulfing. This is a breakout. This is a pullback. Remember, like I told before, price love to pull back half from the zone compared to surface pullback.
Yeah.
Remember? So same goes at this situation. This is our consider this one as a surface, not like so surface, but yeah, sometimes price will do definitely like this one. So the most probably maybe price can go and create another EG buy around this area, then you can find an entry. Whenever price making a breakout and a pullback again, straight away entry. Enter like that. Okay, just like the case scenario, it will be like this. But if
Yeah.
your new zone also has been breakout at this one with the momentum sell, you can already see that, okay, you have to be careful. Most likely you're gonna break your zone.
What
Okay.
one question?
Yeah.
When we talk about this cut loss,
Mm-hmm.
would we do it based, say, for example, here we've got the current market price H1 with the pre-existing zone M15.
Okay.
Would it be based on if the H1 itself had a
Breakout.
candle close underneath the zone or the M15?
Okay, usually for the cut loss, you're gonna look for the entry point. Let's say you entry on F15, you're gonna look
Yeah.
for the cut loss on F15. Because why?
Thank you.
If you entry
Mhm.
on F15, but you look for the cut loss on H1, the zone will be really big. You're gonna margin
Yes.
profit.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why we better monitor around our entry point, entry time frame. Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry. Okay, so most likely that's how we want to monitor. But you see, if let's say price making a pullback, maybe price making a pullback around this area. Okay, the first thing, let's say after price pullback here, you started to entry here. So whenever
Mm.
you started to entry here, the first thing that you have to be careful is actually the nearest roadblock. The nearest roadblock that happen at your current market price is actually this one. Oh, sorry. It's actually this one. This is your current market price roadblock. So most likely, if price able to break this one, you have to remember, try to look for your nearest current market price roadblock. There's another one.
Yeah.
So if let's say price able to break through also this roadblock, trust me, it can go up until here. This zone, the engulfing fail zone that we've targeted, because at the end of the day, price will move from zone to zone, from the buy
Yeah.
zone, price going to go and collect the sell zone. From a sell to the buy. Sometimes it's break out again like that. Okay. So this is the how to say the scenario of the current market price. However, we have to wait for the current market price, what happened and what's going on. And you have to patiently wait. If you don't wait, everything is gonna be disaster, it's gonna be
Of course.
miserable. Yeah. And one hint I would like to tell you, if the price want to really want to go up, for example, your target for the price to go up, it will definitely keep on giving you engulf to engulf or EF buy setup or structure. It's a hint for you to say that, okay, it's going up. It's going up. For example, let's say I try to open an M5 to see more clear
Yeah.
picture. Okay. If you open it on M5, don't panic yet because you saw that, man, I saw that this M5 candle already break out my engulfing buy zone. Is this considered as a breakout or have to cut loss? You see, it's try to manipulate you. For example, okay, you see here, that time you are relying on this M5. Okay, you just rely on this M5 on engulf buy. Price breakout, pull back must come in the sideways pattern. Boom, another EG to
Yeah.
EG. So breakout again, pull back again. This is will be your entry point. Entry point. Okay, but however, after you started to entry so nice, price started to going up, you'll be in profit like few pips, but price have to come back. Why? Look to the nearest left. By hook or by crook, price need to settle all the roadblock first. Only that price able to go up. In this case of situation, you already be profitable, you already go up until here. But what happened? Price started to come back just to respect to this roadblock and break up your entry point. If you look only on M5 that time, you already cut loss your setup, right? You already cut loss your setup. And after you cut loss, what happened? Price started to come back again, go back again. So you're going to get confused. Is price going to go up or go down? After price break out your zone, price started to create another EG buy here. So you're going to get confused. This is like I mentioned before. Just now I mentioned to you. It's tend to make you confused. But don't worry. If you look for the M5, you see that price already break out your zone. Try to double check on higher time frame. One time frame higher, which is mean M15. You see? Not even breakout. Only shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow will not consider as breakout. Body candlestick is yes, breakout. Okay, understand? So be careful with that. Sometimes it try to play our emotions like that. This kind of goal and this trading things try to play our emotions a lot. Yeah. So most likely I can see that price started to make a reactions toward this engulfing sell. You see, EG sell. Because why? If let's say price will continue going down, it break up everything. If you go back to the H4, you can see that the price started to making a reactions. Okay, let me move it a bit. Price started to making a reaction to this engulfing sell zone. Why price seems like it's a bit too hard to go up? It's because there's a lot of roadblock here. There's another engulfing sell here. Okay, not just that. On top of that, also engulfing sell. If I pull like this, I try to put again. You see, two zone, double confirmation zones are saying sell, so it's hard for the price to break out a bit. But once, if let's say sooner or later price break this two zone of buying, if for selling, the next will be targeted this one, definitely this one. Okay. One thing I want you to understand. Okay, sometimes, okay, let me delete this one first. Okay, sometimes what I realize after quite sometimes, I mean, it's like for years that I've been monitoring this engulfing and the chart movement, I saw that most likely price will respect the structure that perfect structure, and the more bigger sideways, the more further this price can go. You got what I mean or not? Okay, I show you. Okay, this one EG buy to EG buy structure, correct? Engulfing buy, break up, pull back. This is a sideways, boom. So you can entry here, boom, press fly. It's a nice structure, but to show you and to show you that the my meaning of a bigger sideways is actually at this one, that side. If I put this one, this EG buy, if I put at this one, okay, this is engulfing buy. This is a breakout. This is a more better sideways with a smiley face like our drawing. Remember, like that. You see how better price can go, like that. So that's why, in this case of situation, compared to this smaller engulfing fail buy, compared to this engulf buy with the bigger smiley face, I will be scared with this engulfing sell. I will be scared. I have to be remember that the structure is quite big, so most likely it will respect this engulf sell. However, whatever is it, we have to be monitor the current market price. Sometimes it's look like it's really big, but sometimes it will respect this engulfing fail. However is it, we have to look for the confirmation. If you look on engulfing fail buy, sometimes it can easily break your EF buy, just like that. Maybe price will break up this everything on this engulfing fail just to go down and to collect this engulfing buy. Or this engulfing buy. Remember, what is the name of our technique? Engulfing, right? So sometimes people will most likely to misconcept. They will say that, price must respect my engulfing fail. Price must respect my engulfing fail. But they forgot one thing. It's engulfing. Sometimes price not even care about engulfing. Price most likely to come and find this engulfing. For example, the engulfing that's sitting alone like this one, most likely price gonna come and accompany this engulfing. Yeah, you will see that. If it's break this engulfing fail setup. Okay, so just monitor and look for the confirmation. Remember, if the structure is not clear, do not enter. Try to some trader will always think like this. Okay, every single day I have to finance setup. I have to entry. If I'm not entry, I'm not a good trader. I'm being useless. No, don't think like that. For example, if you're a trader, some trader will definitely, sometimes it will choose like this one. Some trader will say that, okay, in 1 week, I'm just going to target maybe 300 pips or 400 pips. If I can get that, I'm done for that day. I'm done for that week. Okay. So do not overtrade. If you overtrade, you most likely will be like this. I've been there. I've been there. You know,
Yeah.
in 1 week, usually we have on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Most likely Saturday and Sunday, I'm not going to trade Bitcoin. No. So what
Yeah.
happened? Let's say you already profit on Monday, and you have a small losing on the Tuesday, but you have still profit on Wednesday. But until Thursday, what happened? You overtrade, and you started to overconfident because of why? You saying that, oh, Wednesday I profit a lot, and now I'm gonna double my lot size. What happened? After you double your lot size, you blew out everything. So what happened to your third day for you to find the good setup? You wasting your time. This is what happened, and this is will definitely happen a lot of people. They tend to burn out fast. They tend to give up fast because of why? Because of this. They fail to manage money management. They fail to manage their emotion. This is the reason why. And this is also another reason why previous years I tend to maybe I try to give up like 100 of times. Seriously, I tell you, I try to give up like
Yeah.
100 of times before I can fully understand. Until one day I think that no, I cannot stop. I already lost a lot of money. I tried a lot of teachers, and then I cannot stop. I have to finish what I've started. So that's here we go. Here I am right now. Start until finish what you have started. That's the point. Okay. And if you feel that, oh Mel, I cannot trade gold nowadays because it's too volatile, try to relax first. Take 1 day or 2 days just to relax, just to recover your emotions. Once you're done, you can start back again, or maybe try to look on another pairs, maybe Bitcoin or USDGPY, some sort of like that. I know the price is quite slow compared to gold, but at least you're not going to lose your money so fast compared to gold, right? At
Yeah.
least you be prepared with your mental, with the structures. And most likely, why I say the structure is important, because if you yourself not confident with the structure, don't take a trade. Don't take a trade. Find structure that you able to understand well. For example, I show the previous PC student this engulfing, this structure. You see, engulfing buy, break up, pull back,
Yeah.
come again, making another engulfing buy, but only up until here. Unable to straight away go up. It's simple. Why? Always look to the nearest left. What happened?
Mm.
There's engulfing fail here, so that's why price unable to go up. It have to come back again. Come back again. Touch our zone. I don't care how many times price is gonna come and make a pullback. As long as it's respect our zone, it will definitely go up. You see, started to making rejection, started to go up, unable to go up again because of why? On a lower time frame setup, and also the engulfing fail setup. So that's why come back again.
Yeah.
Opportunity for entry. It gonna take sometimes, 4 hours, 12, 16, 20 hours. It's gonna take some time, but when your SOP is complete, you see, boom, thousand of pips.
Yes.
Flew just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So be careful, look the direction carefully, and make sure that your structure is clear. That's it. Understand?
Definitely understand. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. All right, so that's about the storyline and the direction. So, for example, if you feel that, man, if let's say I don't want to look on weekly, I straight away go to H4. What should I do? If you straight away to H4, okay, I give you one random pair. It's actually work the same, but because of the goal I already mentioned, right? So I just randomly go like that. Maybe I go to the H4. Okay, I go to the H4 without even checking on the weekly, without checking on the daily, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, what happened? I go to the H4. I know what's going on the high time frame. I just straight away find and setup. If you straight away find a setup, you will most likely find a lot of setup on lower time frame, on the lower time
Mm.
frame. But the question is, which direction we want to focus? Sell or buy? Buy or sell? We have no idea. Okay, because if you go to low time frame, price will definitely give you a lot of buy, a lot of sell. But until when you want to hold your buy? Until when you want to hold your sell? Okay, I give
Yes.
you example. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is the best one. UJ is the best one. The structure is so nice. I like it. Okay, for example, like this one. You found one engulfing cell. You pull like this. At that point, you have no idea what's going on. So you're saying to me that, man, I'm gonna go for sell. Why? Because I saw engulfing cell around this area. Then I saw the breakout and saw a pullback. Okay, this is a pullback also, but like I mentioned, surface pullback is not considered a nice pullback. It's at least
Yeah.
50% from our zone. So here's a
Mm.
pullback. I put one straight line, just precise like usual. This is on H4. I go to the H1, same concept. find engulf to engulf or any engulfing cell. But if there's nothing on H1, it's okay. Go until M15. Do not skip time frame. Sometimes people tend to be lazy, don't want to check on H1, they straight away go M15. No. If you do that, you're going to get confused a lot on the lower time frame. So H1 doesn't show you anything, go to the F15. Find what? Same thing. Engulf to engulf or EF. If until M5, M15 also is not clear, you can go until M5. But most likely on F15, you're going to have an answer already. You see? Engulfing cell? Yeah, perfect.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So this is engulfing cell. Okay, one thing I want you to remember. Don't expect structure on the lower time frame will be nice like a high time frame. You see? Engulfing cell, break up, pull back. You saw like the structure is not nice like our drawing, like this one, But like seriously, what is this? But this is our structure. This is a lower time frame structure. Price not going to give you so beautiful, but it's complete. Engulfing cell. Here's a breakup. Here's a pullback. Straight away entry. Once you entry, monitor your entry zone. Monitor your entry zone. If it's break your zone like this one, cut loss. If there's another possible zone here, put a new zone. But if there's none, will be your last zone for you to entry. Okay, so after you started to entry, price will definitely slowly started to going down. So after you entry here, definitely you're going to look for the nearest left. Will be your roadblock, right? Will be your roadblock. So at that point, you have no idea because you straight away go to the H4. You don't know it's going to go for buy or sell for long. You have no idea. So you keep on holding your position. I'm going to sell. Mel said to me that if the structure is nice, price will go more further. You keep on remembering that one without thinking about the direction that I've mentioned before. So what happened? There's another roadblock here, engulfing buy around this area. I'm keep on holding my position. Okay, so there's another roadblock here, but if you can see here, it's started to create an engulfing fail. So I'm going to hold my position. Why? It's break my roadblock. And here's again another engulfing buy, and it already been break up. Perfect. I'm going to hold myself because why? It's break again. And also up until here, keep on breaking my engulfing, opposite engulfing my roadblock. So I feel that, okay, I'm going to hold my position. So what happened? Until one time, price is not interested anymore to go down. Price started to come back here around this area. If you look to the nearest left, there's one engulfing buy here. Okay, and if you look, this is on F50, right? If you switch the time frame to H4, at that time, you can see that price started to making a reaction toward this engulfing buy shadow only. But this one, you remember one thing, even though on F15 shadow is engulfing, H4 also a valid engulfing buy. A valid engulfing buy as for now, before it's breakout. Okay. So now you can see that price you don't know what is going on the lower time frame or on the high time frame. You don't know. You keep on holding your position. But what happened if price started to go up and go down? Price started to go down inside your zone, and price started to making a reaction toward this dominant area also on the lower time frame. Started to making a reaction, and after that, without you realizing, price started to going up, and your entry points around this area. Price gonna hit everything. Take your BEs, takes your break even. Boom. Flew just like that. Because of why? Because you don't know what's going on high time frame. That's the weakness. If you don't check, I was like you before. I was like other people before. I would say that I will ask my teacher, why should I go until the high time frame, weekly, monthly? It's a longer time frame. What for? I keep on questioning myself like that. What for? But I don't understand the concept until one day I click and I feel that lower time frame will definitely follow all high time frame orders. So if high time frame say buy, you're gonna buy. Why I'm gonna keep on holding for sell? I've learned from my mistake because traders will learn their mistake by money. They will pay money for their mistake. Not a small amount of money. It's a lot amount of money. They will learn from that. But unfortunately, they tend to neglect it and started to keep on repeating the same mistake like that. So don't do that. Try to look on high time frame. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you see the movement is scary on H1. Go to F15. You see. This will be a scary part. This is the last zone for buy. If it's breakout, sayonara. Bye bye. Okay. So that's about direction and storyline. Any other question you want to ask me? Feel free to do that.
Just two questions really. Thank you very much for the explanation. Excellent. Really, really good. The one thing you mentioned, and I didn't want to
Uh-huh.
interrupt you because I thought I'll ask
Oh, yeah,
again,
yeah.
because I don't
Yeah.
like to break the momentum when you're explaining something really well.
Okay.
So you were talking about the hint. Could you just elaborate on the hint, what you were mentioning before?
Oh, the hint for the confirmation? Like that?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. The hint for the confirmation. You are really thoughtful, because sometimes I don't know, tend to try to compare you with other students, but certain students, whenever I try to talk to them, they try to, cut me in half, and after that I forgot what I want to say.
Yeah, you
You're so
lose
thoughtful,
momentum.
seriously. Yeah, I lose momentum. I was like, what should I say? Short term memory loss already, so I cannot. Okay, so what is about the hint? Okay, the hint that I'm talking about at our confirmation is actually same thing. Our structure, engulf to engulf or engulfing fill. That's it. That's the hint.
Oh,
Or
fantastic.
most probably, if you saw that at the entry zone, you saw like there's engulf to engulf buy, and there's also engulfing fail buy. So there's a two confirmation of buying, or maybe another AG to AG buy. You can probably see that there's triple confirmation. If there's triple confirmation, more strong zone, more valid zone,
Sure,
like that.
sure.
If you can have these two, perfect, perfect combo. It
Yeah,
would definitely going up. It would definitely going up. This is the hint, and usually another hint you can I try to let you know for more realistic is actually, if you look for buy, try to look for the uptrend. What I mean by uptrend, engulfing buy, engulfing fail buy, another dominant buy, some sort of like that.
yeah,
It
yeah.
give you that hint, you know it. Oh, it's going up. Okay, remember or not? Previously I do mention to you that about the sideways. Okay, what's so important about the sideways? Okay, you see. I show you one thing. Sometimes people will neglect about sideways. They will take for granted about the sideways. But you have to know one thing. Whenever there's a sideways, sooner or later they're gonna have a big movement. Boom. See? Sideways, right? Boom. Big movement. Another
Yes.
sideways, another big movement. Another sideways, big movement, sideways, big movement, sideways, big movement. So what I mean by that is actually, it's actually a hint also for you. Whenever there's a sideways, there's our setup here. Whenever there's a sideways, there's our setup here. There's our setup here. There's our setup here. Like that.
Yes.
So there's a how to say, most of people say, sideways nothing. No, 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 there's our setup here. Look carefully. Definitely we're gonna have.
That's
And
really
the
beautiful.
about
Yeah.
the goal, yeah, about the goal also, previously, about the shadow is really crazy. I know it's really crazy, and sometimes goal really make you wait for long. For example, like this one, you see
Very
how
long
many
time.
hours,
Yeah.
how many days ranging. So this is what I mean. It doesn't mean that you have to take a trade every single day. No.
No.
If you see like this kind of situation, it's not even buy, it's not even sell. No need to find a trade. Let it be. Let it clear things up. Let it settle first. If there's nothing, there's no confirmation. Why you want to entry? Even though, around this area, let me show this, around this area, like there's no confirmation for selling that yet for that time. Maybe you can find a confirmation, but it's a bit too far away from our price, but still it's still valid for the engulfing fail. Let me check.
Yeah.
This is engulfing fail or divide, bye breakup. Okay, perfect. Let me delete the ozone until I can see more clear. Okay, engulfing by breakup. Okay, better take this one. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is not nice one. Yeah, this is still valid for engulfing field. This one valid engulfing field. This one also valid engulfing field, sir. Yep, perfect. But this below one, there's no pullback for the engulfing field. But the upper one, there's a pullback. So you can have an opportunity for entry. This is engulfing buy, right? For the
Ah,
blue zone one,
okay.
I pull up until here. You see, price started to break up. Price
Yes.
started to break up around this area, started to break up. You see, come back again to your zone and making a movement. So that's why you cannot see anything around this area. It's because to the left of the EF. Sometimes it can happen like this. Here doesn't have anything. So what you want to do? Try to look for the nearest left. There's must have an answer for that. You see, break up, pull back with a smiley face. And here, this is the part for us to go to low time frame to process again and find an entry. Definitely. Then boom, flew up
Yeah.
just like that. Okay, so do you understand about the whenever we want to precise, we want to put one straight line? Do you understand about that? The method
I
how you want
do.
to use whenever you
Um,
do, right?
Yeah, I understand how you can precise it like H4 to H1 and then maybe possibly M15.
Mm-hmm.
I also understand the
Perfect.
requirement of the 50%, which I just call the equilibrium, because
Mm-hmm.
it balances the
Mm-hmm.
price, doesn't it, at the 50%.
Mm-hmm.
And then it
Understand.
gives you a
Perfect.
stronger chance of a better reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
just
Good, good.
one final
Hmm.
question.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Feel
Well,
free to do that.
just honestly, it literally is just the one final question.
Mm-hmm.
So say for example, we have a H4 zone
Okay.
and the price returns as a sideways movement, and we have
Okay.
the candle close inside. Um,
Okay.
and let's say the candle close inside is on H4.
You will see
Uh,
H4. H4, so you mean okay, I try to give you example. Is this like this one?
Yeah,
Try to close
exactly.
inside your zone. Okay.
So let's say we have a close inside the zone, and then we mark
Mm-hmm.
the vertical line on the first candle close, so the green
Mm-hmm.
candle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then, as I understand, we can go to H1 and see if there's a H1 engulf given to us to sell, and if there's
Exactly.
nothing on H1, we can go to M15,
I'm
and
15.
only if
Mm-hmm.
M15 also doesn't give something clear, we may be able to, maybe high risk, but we can go to probably M5.
Perfect. Crystal clear. Exactly. You are
Excellent.
right.
Excellent.
Excellent. This is
Fantastic.
what is actually we're gonna do. But like in this case of situation, you explain perfectly fine. But if you found like this one, it's a bit breaker outside of our zone. Don't worry. Like I mentioned before, don't worry. It's because of the shadow. Even though it's making an engulf to engulf cell outside of our zone,
Yeah.
if you click or you switch to H4, it's not even breakout zone. It's only a shadow
Yeah.
like that. So don't worry.
Yeah.
Because why? Why it happen like this? It's most likely sometimes about the market, sometimes price to tend to touch just upper zone a bit, like for example like this one engulfing. Why I choose the lower one compared to the upper one? It's simple. It's because it doesn't mean that this zone is not valid. No, it's still valid for buying, sorry, for selling. But why I choose this engulf to engulf sell zone? Because you can see the structure is quite perfect compared
Yeah.
to this one. Because this one you can see that the pullback is a bit like a surface pullback like that, but still it's still a pullback. It's still a pullback. Because
Mm.
sometimes people tend to get confused with the structure and everything, but both zones are valid for selling. You explained quite well
Usually
for
it
the
results
precise
in the
one.
same
Hmm.
result anyway, doesn't it? As long as you're in the similar area.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is
Yeah.
this is we'll consider as a double confirmation, sell zone, right? So that's why it's meltdown. So this is like a hint that I've mentioned before. This is sell zone. This is also sell zone. Not just that price started to give you another engulfing fill sell, even though there's no pullback, but you know it. Price started to tell you that I'm going down. This is a hint. I'm going down. I'm not going up because why? I'm break up all the engulfing buy that I saw, that I have. So same thing. After started to going down, same thing. This is also engulfing buy. Another engulfing buy has been created and has been break up. So perfect. It's started to give you another hint. Hey, I'm going down. I'm not going up. I break up everything, every single thing that I've saw. See, boom, just like that.
Yeah.
And that's the hint that you can see. In Malaysia, in Malay, you can call this one as a tangga penurunan. It's like a downtrend
Mm.
movement, some sort of like that.
Right.
So yeah, this is the thing that we look the most whenever we already inside the trade. Okay, good, good. I like your question. I like it. Okay,
Thank
any other
you.
question you would like to ask me? Feel free to do that. Any maybe
Um,
confusion? Hmm.
no, absolutely fine. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm happy with everything because I've seen some of those videos. I haven't been able to see all the videos, of course, now, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I've got the hang of some of it, and I think
Mm-hmm.
the stuff that I had questions for, you've answered them. Just
Mm-hmm.
actually just going on exits, that will be
Mm-hmm.
purely based on monitoring the roadblocks and the
Yeah, exactly.
opposite direction, same time frame, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you let's say you enter on H4 and then after that not enter on H4, sorry, your setup based on H4, you precise and entry on M15. If let's say your
Yeah,
roadblock on M15 started to unable to break through, it started to give you opposite direction, you can always started to exit your position already. Even though you know that
yeah,
maybe price can go more further, but instead of to secure your account, maybe it's already hit your target. That's it, enough. If you still want to hold your position, put a BEs, break even. Then if you want to
yeah.
hold the position, it's up to you. As long as you
Yeah.
secure first, make your account more fat. We call it compound your account, more grow about your account. If your account already grow, then just set the BE and let it. For example, we as a Malaysian trader, we love to entry a lot of position. For example, you execute like 0.01, you entry 10 position. You
Yeah.
secure 7 position, the other 3 you put a BEs.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least
Yeah.
you already get a profit. The other 3 is up to them. If it's high, it's high. If you don't
So
have that, yeah, I mean,
even if the other ones exit, you've probably already made profit. Or worst case scenario, the profit that you got from the 7 that you closed would counter the losses that you made on the 3.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So actually, you just feel enough. In trading, is actually you need to feel satisfied. You need to feel grateful. Yeah, that's the point. You need to feel grateful because sometimes I know a lot of trader will definitely feel that, oh, I closed too early. I closed at around 100 pips, but after that it melt like 400 pips. I feel so miss out like that. So to not to feel like that, secure 7 position. The other 3 put BEs. That's it. Win-win. You know, you still have
Yeah.
a long you still have a position and still secure your position. At least you do that. I know previously all of the traders definitely we do at this. I do all in. I don't care if it's profit, it's profit. If it's loss, it's loss. No, we're not gambler. We are trader. That's the
Of
difference,
course.
right? So we have
Yeah.
to protect our account, protect our margin. That's it. Okay,
Yes.
good question. I like your question. I like it.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I think
Hmm.
you've explained things really well, so it's always limited my questions
Mm-hmm.
because
No problem. Mm-hmm.
you're only as good as your mentor, and you explain things really well. You've explained them really well in the other videos as well. Um,
Thank you so much.
so I think it
Mm-hmm.
just saves us a lot of time rather than having a 3 hour Zoom. We can always shorten it to an hour or less.
Yeah,
So
no
it,
problem.
it's
Yeah.
about
So if
quality,
you
not
have,
quantity, as they say.
yeah, quality compared to the quantity is we want quality. So if you have any question, feel free to ask me. You know, if you want to discuss anything, just contact me. I'm always here. No problems.
I will do. Thank you very
Okay.
much. I really appreciate your time today. And if I do have
No
any more
problem.
questions, I will definitely let you know.
Definitely. So you take care of yourself and please let me know if anything you have a question. I will happy to help.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
And I
Take
hope
care.
your
Have
mum
a
and
good day.
yourself
Yeah.
feel a bit better now.
Inshallah. I hope the best too. And I hope your mom also will be better and you also will be better because you're such a good human being, Eva. Seriously.
I
Thank you
really
so much.
appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much. And
Thank you. And if you don't mind, you mind to share the recording with me. If you don't want, then it's okay then. If you okay, then you can.
you can share it. I'm completely happy with that.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Th-
Take care,
Thank
okay?
you, Mel. Yes.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too
Bye-bye.
as well. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. He's such a good